And there is always the Nja. An unusual pride, nomadic in nature, led by powerful lionesses. They know the buffalo intimately. They consider the buffalo to be their territory. The Nja travel with their cubs, on the trail of the herd, always ready for the next opportunity. Today, their attention is on a small group of stragglers, lazy old bulls, strong, confident veterans. The bulls seek shade away from the protection of the herd. The Nja lionesses take up position. Their cubs join them on the front line. The bulls don't expect an attack in these soaring temperatures. Time for the youngest to watch and learn. What happens next is for adults only. The Nja breaks cover, pushes the bulls towards another lioness. She sends them back. There's no hurry. The Nja have a plan. Take turns to wear the buffalo down. The Nja have locked in on their target. There's always one that's older and slower than the rest. Single him out. Wear him down. Wait for him to falter. Keep up the chase until he's within reach. Nja are efficient killers. Every kill is a chance for the next generation to learn. Silence the prey. Rivals within earshot would fight for this kill and kill the cubs. The young will eat first. Without an adult male in the pride to protect them, the Nja cubs' lives are at the mercy of rogue males. And the rogues are on their way.
In most of South America, jaguars are nocturnal. But in the Pantanal, the big cats roam in the full glare of the sun. They'll even hunt in the heat of the day. The otters are not their target. Jaguars search out their victims by moving slowly and using their near-perfect camouflage. But most times, the prey gets away. The jaguar attacks from cover, sneaking up behind its target. It's quite capable of ambushing animals larger than itself. The jaguar has the most powerful bite of any cat. It crushes the skull of its victim and paralyzes it. The chakaré will feed the jaguar for several days.
Snow leopards are territorial. Male and female home ranges overlap. Each has their favorite haunts. He has a cave. She prefers open ridges where she can see everything. During winter and early spring, both males and females scent mark, communicating to each other at a distance. It's the breeding season. He sprays urine onto rocks. The male's pungent scent is unmistakable. He rolls on the trail, leaving his smell. She leads. It's a struggle. Oxygen levels are painfully low. The male snow leopard is patient, getting closer to her each day. Isolated and hostile predators don't trust anyone. They could both get injured if he makes the wrong moves. Not the friendliest of greetings. Her instinct of fear battles the need to mate. It's the internal conflict of all solitary animals. This is a delicate dance. The yak herders can't believe it. They struggle to focus and stop shaking with excitement. There are no fond farewells. The male just walks away. If she's pregnant, she'll give birth in late June, in 3 months' time.
In this silent air, any snap or crunch is amplified. She sticks to the soft snow, away from the crispy bush, deadens every footstep, turning her into a ghost. The explosion of a light tawny cat from the dappled snowfield is the last thing they expect. It's confusing and lethal. At least one cub takes in every move. Each hunt she witnesses in these early days triggers a direct connection in her young brain. She takes after her mother. This cub is a huntress in training. And it's time to name her too. And it's this moment that a young predator is born. A beautiful huntress, La Bella Cazadora. From this moment on, Cazadora becomes the most ardent student in the litter, and she's persistent. She discovers that fresh meat, unlike the frozen carcasses before, is much more to her taste. And from now on, Cazadora will stay close to her mother, to her mentor.
Fiketsa, easing her leg as she wades through the swamp again. It's her special technique. She tests a breeze on her face. One of the disadvantages of living on a small island in the Okavango is that even the prey start to recognize your handicaps. The local Lechwe herd knows her well. Their numbers embolden them to follow her closely. The familiarity may be their downfall. Fiketsa isn't thinking of them, though. She's observing, calculating, mapping. She systematically checks each tiny island in the swamp. It's a process that takes hours through the heat of the day and over an exhausting 12 kilometers. This is what she's after. It's the season of Lechwe births. Each cluster of sedges, every bushy outcrop is now a larder of the vulnerable. Fiketsa has finally managed to work this flood and turn it to an advantage. This calculated hunting through the swamp is more typical of leopards, not lions, a solitary cat. But she forges through the pain, determined to bring home the food she and her cubs so desperately need. And she does it all alone. It takes her hours to drag the kill back to the cubs, stowed safely in the fringe of the Okavango. A story of overcoming challenge.
A stranger has appeared. 3 months have passed since the fight, and the victorious male leopard has regained his strength. He uses his hind legs to mark his territory. The peacocks keep a close eye on the new arrival. A leopard may roam an area greater than 100 square kilometers. Even so, sooner or later, he will encounter a rival. Among those possible rivals are Nilam's offspring, particularly the two brothers. The killing of cubs is more the rule than the exception among leopards. Attacks by dominant males are the most common cause of death for youngsters. Nilam is constantly on guard. She knows that a fully grown male has been circling her rock for days. Mother and young now spend less time in the open air. At the slightest sign of danger, the triplets are returned to the safety of the cave. The Jagtala caves are a labyrinth of connected caverns with several entrances and exits. Adult leopards are too big to follow the young animals through the narrow tunnels. Just before sunset, the male approaches Nilam's rock. He weighs around 70 kilos, almost twice the weight of Nilam. Humans can't see in the dark of night, but the eyes of a cat can detect any movement. Nilam instinctively knows that her young are in danger. The young leopards realize that this is no time to play. The male searches the rock for the cubs. Nilam growls at him, but she knows she's no chance against the stronger animal. The leopard senses the presence of the cubs, but he can't find a way in. Nilam has hidden them well. The male has failed to kill his rivals, and so he departs, for now. Neelam has repelled the first attack and saved her offspring. Their hiding place is no longer safe, and Neelam and her youngsters leave Jagtala before dawn. The next day, there is no sign of mother or her brood.
The lion cubs are about 5 months old. They need fresh meat every few days, or else they'll starve. Franklins pick over the remains of the elephant dung. Ideal stalking practice for ambitious young predators. Luckily for the birds, the lion cubs are easily distracted. These youngsters still have a lot to learn before they can kill for themselves. For now, it's up to their mothers to supply them with food. Lions are ambush predators, but in this desert environment, opportunities are rare, and concealment is hard. One cub can't resist and follows the adults. It's a mistake that could spoil the hunt and cost the small youngster its life. An oryx is heading towards them. An opportunity. The lionesses split. 2 females hide behind a rocky outcrop. The other takes the direct approach, and the ambush is set. But the cub spooks a herd of springbok. For the lone female, the moment is lost. Or is it? The other 2 are hidden just around the corner. For the Sand River lions, 9 out of 10 hunts ends in failure. But this time, they're in luck. The females will eat their fill, then bring the cubs in to feed on what remains. But while most of the cubs wait patiently for the females to return, their sibling is lost.
Spotted hyenas are searching for food. They will target lions, especially groups without males. Follow them and push them off their meals. It's impossible not to spot the white cub on a zebra keel. But can they overpower Matimba and Kanya? The hyenas move in. The cubs are now old enough to learn how to confront hyenas. So Matimba takes them forward. The aggressive atmosphere charges Matimba. By scuffing the ground, she stakes claim to this place and the zebra kill behind them. The older tawny cub shows he's not frightened. He doesn't intimidate the hyenas. Now all 4 cubs take them on. Matimba allows the cubs to lead the confrontation. The cubs have done well, but it's still a standoff. Now Matimba shows them how to end the dispute. A day like this turns a cub into a lion.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Terra channel so you don't miss our next documentary.